So we have a couple of options that we can do based on the following bandwidth technologies that are listed here. So the uplink downlink could probably use gigabit Ethernet, 10 gigabit Ethernet, or maybe one or more of these bundled together in a port channel. So here are the possible options that we could choose from. So we can use either 6 gigabit interfaces bundled together in a port channel, or we can use a single 10 gig interface connection. Now, since we are talking about redundancy, this would actually be 12 gigabit interfaces or two 10 gig interfaces. So over here, that will be a lot of gigabit interfaces that will be needed. But it does provide the cheaper approach, but very limited scalability if more bandwidth resources are required. Therefore, in our design, we will choose a single 10 gig connection to each of our core switches or line modules, since we're talking about a consolidated core switch, which will either be a chassis or a stack-based switch. So we want to use 10 gig because we want to have the flexibility for additional bandwidth and consideration for redundancy in our design. So we have updated our design diagram to say that the uplink and downlink between our access and the core will consist of two 10 gig interfaces to consider additional bandwidth and for redundancy.